Reverend Karen Brau. I serve as pastor at Luther Place Memorial Church and am on the strategy team of the Washington Interfaith Network, and I am a Ward 2 resident. As public transit riders, DC taxpayers, and voters, we want accountability and transparency in our government. It's time for wise investments in our transportation systems in DC. So we want to know what companies are bidding on the DC circulator, and so far that's information that DDOT has refused to provide. We want those names because we want to do our due diligence in examining the track records of the companies. So let me take you on a little trip. Did First Transit apply? We know their disappointing track record at the DC circulator. We've already heard about their poor maintenance efforts, and those things are real news. How are we supposed to feel safe when circulator bus operators tell us that they have doors flying open mid-route, horns that don't work, or when we get on the bus with broken air conditioners, we view everyone dripping sweat together? As taxpayers, we just bought new buses, and we want them to last. Did MV Transit Corporation bid? Well, they've got poor maintenance again. Their maintenance is so bad at the Fairfax Connector in Virginia that we have a picture showing that the wheels fell off a bus going 50 miles an hour this summer. This is the same MV that defrauded when it was a Metro Access contractor, and as we've heard now by two others, billed WMATA for services it did not provide, including claiming to transport customers who were known to be dead. And the MV Employee Benefits Handbook instructs its employees where to apply for Medicaid. No one who works full-time should be poor enough for Medicaid. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Now we move next on our tour. Did Battle Transportation bid? The company that had a contract with DC Family Services Administration to transport school children. But during their contract, the DOL found minimum wage law violations and Health and Welfare Act violations found as well. Or did Transdev Veolia apply? Now that's a French company that privatizes transit, water, and recycling. That's the same company that cut on Long Island in New York transportation by 60%, slashing 30 routes to fill budget gaps. That's the same company working in Denver, Colorado, where it had nearly double the preventable accidents as the adjacent public authority. And please take a moment to pull out your cell phone and Google the words Veolia and scandal, and that will bring up hundreds of thousands of results, including Veolia's debacle in Flint, Michigan around public water. And we all know who's been harmed in Flint. We don't have to be on a mystery trip. Just tell us what companies have bid. We want to examine their driving and track records. To Interim Director Maratoyan, if you are confirmed, you have an opportunity to make the right decision on the DC circulator. Whatever you decide, you will be the one held accountable for it. And you've met today people who will do that. We urge you to bring it under your direct government control. Why invite the waste, fraud, and scandal of private for-profit companies? It's time for wise investments in our transportation systems in DC. Thank you.